Well, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock and this video is for entertainment purposes because I am nothing if not entertaining. Today I want to bring 3 stocks to you that I have featured on this channel before, but I think not only represent some really good potential, but also have some really nice price action, or they have some news coming up, or that moving along with what we have in possibly the crypto markets with this most recent run that we have with Bitcoin moving up, Ethereum moving up, and some of the altcoins also dragging along with those. Solana kind of recovering after yesterday's little security scare that they had, and they got things all reset and back up and functioning. So technically it still is in its beta. However, hopefully we get that full release soon, and still, in my opinion, very promising. So all that and more right now. Let's just get ready to rock. Welcome back. The humidity's high outside and so are my spirits. It hasn't done much to ruin this perfectly coiffed hair that I have right here that you see in this video. If you guys like the content that I bring to you about the stock market and about cryptos, not necessarily about the hair that you see here, go ahead and hit that like button, cover up your eyes, mash all around the screen, find that subscribe button, and then also that notification bell so you can see anytime that my videos come out. And I promise that I will do the best I can to not only inform you, but also entertain you. But as always, those financial decisions are completely up to you. I am not your financial advisor, but I will be your YouTube friend, so hopefully you'll be mine too. Let's move on from there. Down in the description, we have the link to Patreon. You can come over and join my community of investors who are over there. They are a passionate bunch of people who absolutely love finance and are excited about it. And, if you're one of those people who's also passionate about finance, looking for a way to change your life financially, we would love to have you over there. Come on and join us. Moo, Weeble, those referral links are also down there for your free stocks. If you just sign up, deposit your money, get your free stocks. I get free stocks as a kickback for the referral, so we both win. With that said, let's move right on to the stocks. Stocky time. All right. So what we're looking at here is the chart for SOFI, and the news yesterday in the after hours about Mizuho Securities giving them a $28 price target finally got to pop during the market hours today. It wasn't enough to really move us incredibly high, but to get us solidly back over that $15 mark. You can see I have that line of resistance here at about $14.91, so just around that $15. I like to think more of areas of support more rather than support lines, so that's usually why I say like ish, around that value. And we won't hit them imperfectly, but speaking of resistance or support in this case, look at that 50-period simple moving average that we have, and we came up and we just touched upon that. So that to me is one of those near support lines, resistance lines that we see, and you can see it acting as resistance all across these candles down here. So that trending downward, not the greatest for us for hitting support. It is important that we break that. Take a look here at the RSI. The RSI has been climbing for us. We have climbed out of bearish territory. Now we're back into bullish territory because we're up above 50. And what we need is this momentum to overtake this peak that we have back here to really put in some solid momentum for SOFI. We'll still have our fingers crossed on that banking charter. And somebody asked me about the risks for SOFI. The question for SOFI is, has the explosion already happened for business for SOFI, or is it something that we're looking forward to? And a lot of people believe, the bullish investors believe, that that explosion for their business is yet to come, and that the banking charter is definitely going to be icing on the cake for increasing their revenues and translating it to the bottom line. So for those reasons, I have a small position in SOFI, and if you see what I see, or you see even more than I see, by all means, feel free to share it. So here's SOFI, $28 price target, representing it from where it was yesterday, closer to, I think it was like a 93% upside in my video yesterday, and then today we're a little bit under that, but still rocking very solid. We take a look over here at tip ranks. Right now they're saying 24.38 upside, 4 ratings, 3 of which are a buy, 1 is a hold, and if we scroll down we can see the most recent one from Mizuho Securities, and all of our analysts that we have here are ranked analysts that have really nice success rates. So this guy 62%, 71, 65, and 56, and also excellent rates of return, 15%, 9%, 36, wow, almost 37% there for Tim, and then Dan comes in at 11%. So very respectable to superior return rates in my opinion. So awesome stuff going on for SOFI, and let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Moving on from there, we'll go to my friend Lucid. And I've mentioned Lucid before, and they still have ways to dig themselves out of the hole that they found themselves in for the stock price. And I think that they will, and I think that they will in the near term. Something that I'd like to remind you of for Lucid is that on September the 27th, let me see, I have it up here for you. And this one, they just say end of September. Their production preview week at their AMP-1 facility in Arizona is on September the 27th, and we get to see a preview of the construction, of the production of the Lucid Air model. And I have a feeling that there's got to be an announcement for their regular production numbers in there somewhere. They said second half of 2021. Well, we're in the second half of 2021, so into late 2021. Like, it's got to come soon, and I'm hedging my bets that that happens sooner than later. As a matter of fact, I might even be hedging my bets that that happens. That announcement for the production happens during that production preview week, that we finally get some solid date established. And when it does, I think that that's going to be a catalyst for the stock. I think it's going to move. So all of you options fans out there, you know, that volatility could be something that could help you make some decisions as an options play. And for those of you who are bullish on Lucid, seeing them hit production finally would be excellent, because the longer car companies wait to be part of this EV race that we have going on right now, the harder it's going to be because of trying to crack into a space. And the first to market movers that we have out there are the ones who are really going to have a much easier time establishing a name for themselves. Lucid is highly anticipated. Supposed to be very luxurious. All the reports coming out about the ride of the vehicle and the driver experience have been incredible. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope that we get that number soon. And let me see, today, as of this recording, is September the 15th, so we're less than 2 weeks away from that production preview week. So I'm hoping for good things coming out of that, and it's good to find out about it now while we're sitting right around $20 per share. And I believe that Bank of America, let's look at our news. Yeah, Bank of America price target $30. So that's a 50% upside over the next 12 months, according to Bank of America. As a matter of fact, we'll look at that in tip ranks right now. And Lucid, having joined via SPAC and not being in the market that long, they are short on analyst coverage, but I think once they hit production, we're going to hit more. Right now, we have 2 buys and 1 sell, 23.33, so a 17% upside to this. Honestly, I think when we hit production, I think we're going to crush that number in the near term, even if you're a long-term investor, and you will see multiples for the price of this stock over time. If Lucid has the success that we expect it to have, you know, we're sitting really pretty. Morgan Stanley says, $12, just sell the darn thing. And sorry, Morgan, I just don't see that happening. So Adam Jonas is who said that, by the way, coming from Morgan Stanley. I do think that it's up from here, and if it takes us up to 28 in 12 months, I'm not going to be surprised. 30 in 12 months, I'm not going to be surprised. Really, we'll see how supply shortages treat us, how chip shortages treat us, and if this is something that we can overcome over that time, or if they have just as hard a time as everybody else in the EV space, well, then that's also informative for us. Now, if somebody's buying those luxury vehicles, even though they're not necessarily looking to overpay, if that demand is strong enough, a little bit of extra price priced in for some of those higher cost parts could be something that we see, but it could be something that people don't care about anyway. What's another $5,000 for microchips to go into my Lucid when I'm paying $128 or whatever $1,000 it is for the Lucid Air in the first place? So it's not that people don't care about money and they're not necessarily going to be frugal just because they're buying a luxury vehicle. I just don't think it's going to be the same roadblock for somebody who would be buying a $20,000 to $25,000 car as it would for somebody who would be buying, you know, something that would be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if they can get those chips, and even if they pay a little bit more for them, and if that turns out to the customer, I don't know that it's going to hurt their demand. I think that getting in on this first series of Lucid vehicles, you know, I think it's going to be exciting for some people. So moving back from that, Lucid by end of 2021 with those production numbers, and especially if they give us upwardly revised estimates of how many they plan to produce. Last I saw, it was like just under 600 vehicles for 2021, and then about 20,000 vehicles for 2022. If we get upward revisions from there and they navigate well, the orders are strong, and they're really, you know, struggling to keep up with those numbers because the orders are coming so fast. Those are all very good things for those of us who are investors in Lucid, and I think that they're going to do very well against the competition. Yes, I know there's a lot of competition, but you know, I think they have a solid product coming our way, and I think it's going to work out very well for the investor and for Lucid. So moving on from there, onto a little bit stock space, crypto space. I'm going to bring out Coinbase. And Coinbase, I got to say, probably one of the biggest things going against Coinbase, besides the fact that paying for the crypto transactions, the race to the bottom that's been talked about, Coinbase is like, that's not really the problem right now. There's enough demand for our service. We don't need to worry about that. People are going to pay the transaction fees because they want security and they want assurance that they're good trading with a company like Coinbase, and they have that. So there's enough economic moat around them, and there's enough trust and security in their platform that people will choose them. They will spend that money, and in the near term, that's true. Over time, they're going to have to innovate, and so that's one of those things that they have to face. But besides that, the competition is the other headwind that people see, that there's going to be a lot of exchanges. You know, some of them going public. I think Binance has talked about going public. And so with other companies IPOing, especially the huge exchanges like Binance, you know, that could be a possible headwind, because right now, if you want that sort of exposure through the stock market for crypto with a crypto exchange like Coinbase, well, Coinbase is exactly where you go. So right now, that's translating to, given the recent sell-off in the crypto market, which you can also see here. So it's September 7th for Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are still two main holdings for Coinbase. There was a big sell-off that day, and the Coinbase went right along with it. Now the crypto market's starting to turn things back on, so we get a green candle day. And right now we're getting the 50-day simple moving average as that line of resistance, where these candle wicks are just kind of peaking, touching, and then sort of failing to overcome. I think that crypto bull run isn't over, and I think Coinbase stands to gain with their assets under management, especially with it being predominantly in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So for me, I have a position in Coinbase. I think it's a rather good one. As a matter of fact, I'm about even right now. If we take a look at the analyst estimates that we have, and remember, this is all assuming that the bull run continues, and there are a lot of experts out there who believe that it will continue. Check out that average analyst estimate. Out of 15 ratings, we got about a 44% upside to $350. So for me, that would also be experiencing a 40% upside over the next 12 months. And that's a very comfortable gain for me. And there are definitely, like when you look here, highest price target 250, that's 2xing from right now. That would be an astounding run on behalf of crypto. And also, I think it would take a lot of adoption for Coinbase, a lot of monthly transacting users, for example. So we have lots of active users really doing a lot of different exchanges and stuff like that. And so really the altcoins can really affect that as well. So making sure that they also have a lot of liquidity with their altcoins and make smooth trading experiences. And I think that they made the right move by partnering with Polygon, who just recently also partnered with Ernst & Young, which is one of the big four firms. So lots of incredible things that they have going on. I think that they're strong. I think that they're innovative. And so to me, being one of the leaders for crypto exchanges and the fact that they're publicly traded on the stock market, I absolutely like having that sort of exposure here. All right, I better summarize this thing for you. That probably didn't translate well on camera. In my head, it worked out pretty well. I'm going to leave it in here, and you guys can make fun of me for it. I appreciate it. Let's move on from there. So SOFI. A lot of bulls on SOFI, and we'll see if the bearish pressure is enough to keep that down in the short term. One little word about that banking charter going through, and I think that this thing easily puts on 25% from where it sits right now. So let me see, we're at $15, so 25% of that. So we're up to like 18, 19 bucks per share from where it currently sits, and you know, that would be incredible. I think that there'd be a lot of hype. I think that it would be overbought, and you know, it would pull back in the short term. But there you go for SOFI, like making it up to that $20 mark or $28 mark that we have over the next 12 months. I think that those are very reasonable price targets for SOFI. I don't think that it's asking too much. Yeah, there's a lot of competition, and you know, we'll see if they're up to meeting that competition. Lucid Motors, I don't think that there's such big reason to doubt. I know that the valuation's high, but I think that demand, I think that people want that sort of luxury, and the people who are able to purchase those vehicles, I think there's going to be demand there on the luxury end that they just can't access elsewhere. And really, I just think that there's way too much going for Lucid in order for that to fall anytime soon. But the proof will be in the pudding when they put out the cars and we get more people on the road and experiencing Lucid. And really, we'll have to see what those customers say. So not just coming through like Car and Drive or anything like that, but like real customers giving their reviews. Is it beautiful? Is it a piece of garbage? And I think that they're going to say beautiful. And, you know, we'll probably have some YouTubers coming on driving the Lucid and then telling us how they feel about it, what they think about it. And I think that we're going to get shining reports. So I'm going to stay bullish on Lucid. I'm going on too long. Coinbase. I think Coinbase is also going to experience a lot of success through this bull run that we have, and I think it brings in a lot of that safety, security, credibility that you want in a crypto exchange. Possibly the fees, hopefully those transaction fees are something that diminish over time, because it is fairly expensive to be the everyday user, to be that retail trader in crypto, or to be a retail investor in crypto and making those purchases. Those things add up over time. If you buy $100 worth of crypto and you get charged $2.99, that's a 3% fee. That's a 3% hit right off the bat, and you don't get that much out of your crypto then that way. Like, yeah, maybe if you get those big gains and stuff like that, but why would you do things to work against yourself in that way? So I think that if they can really handle that, but while still really filling out those revenues and building more monthly transacting users, and doing other things to bring more money to them. Lending is one of those big things, and I think that's why the SEC is breathing down their neck right now. So they want to make sure that they stay compliant, and regulation can actually be something that might actually really help them out in the long run. In any case, I'm bullish on all three of these. I have positions in all three of these, and that's why I'm excited to talk to you about them, because I think that the prices are still there, and they stand to gain pretty well over the next 12 months. So thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate it. Remember, that like button, you don't have to cover your eyes, okay? You can just have them wide open, and you can press the like button in a very dignified manner. Same thing for that subscribe button and notification bell. Go ahead and press those. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. It really does help get my video up ranked and through the videos. And the more support I have from you guys, the more support I can return to you. So it's very reciprocated that way. If you want to join my Patreon, check out the description. The link's right down there for you. Same thing for Moo and Webull. If you want to sign up and deposit your cash, you get free stocks. I get free stocks. It's a win-win. So thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. It's been wonderful. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.